Ever wonder what secrets hide in history's darkest corners? In this video, we dive into forbidden places that have been erased from the official records, sites of ancient battles, lost civilizations, and eerie mysteries that someone, somewhere, desperately tried to keep under lock and key. Get ready to uncover the hidden truths that history doesn't want you to discover. Starting off this list in our number 10 spot, we have the Cradle of Humankind. Beneath South Africa's rugged landscape lies the Cradle of Humankind, a sprawling 47,000-hectare labyrinth of limestone caves just 50 kilometers northwest of Johannesburg that history seems desperate to keep secret. This World Heritage Site isn't your typical tourist stop. It is a forbidden vault of time where every cave and crevice hides relics from the dawn of humanity. At Bolt's Farm, early primates were first discovered, setting the stage for a series of jaw-dropping finds that would challenge everything we thought we knew about our origins. In the eerie depths of the Sterkfontein caves, researchers unearthed Mrs. Plez, a 2.3 million year old fossil whose discovery reshaped the story of human evolution, while nearby, the Rising Star Cave system shocked the world with the unearthing of Homo naledi, a mysterious species whose deliberate burial of its dead hints at a level of ritualistic behavior once reserved for modern humans. With every fossil and stalactite, this hidden network whispers secrets of ancient lives and lost worlds. Next, we are talking about Pluto's Gate. The Plutonian at Hierapolis, also known as Pluto's Gate, is one of the most bizarre and forbidden places in history, tucked in a quiet corner of modern-day Turkey. Beneath the ruins of this ancient sanctuary lies a cave that spews toxic gases so potent that even the air itself is deadly. As early as the 2nd century BC, ancient worshippers believed this ominous site was the literal gateway to the underworld, where animals and even humans would be sacrificially thrown into the cavern only to be dragged out lifeless moments later. The gases here, still potent enough to suffocate birds today, were believed to be the breath of Pluto himself. Visitors could pay for a chance to witness animals' quick demise or to ask questions from Pluto's oracle. Yet the real draw wasn't just the spectacle, it was the mystical aura that priests, immune to the gas, cultivated around their supposed divine powers. These priests of Pluto deliberately entered the cave to prove their otherworldly protection, leaving a legacy of ritual deaths and eerie miracles. Closed off during the Christian era, the gate took on an even more forbidding charisma, its dark history igniting imaginations about the secrets it once guarded, secrets that remain locked behind its crumbling facade today. Next, we are talking about Kolmanskop. Kolmanskop stands as a striking relic of opulence and abandonment in Namibia's unforgiving Namib Desert. Once a booming diamond mining town built in the grand German style, it boasted everything from a hospital and ballroom to Africa's first tram and an X-ray station. Named after a transport driver who lost his ox wagon during a fierce sandstorm, this town thrived when diamonds were discovered in 1908, drawing settlers who even built private railways connecting Kolmanskop to nearby towns and even beyond. But as World War I depleted the diamond fields and a richer find emerged 260 kilometers to the south, the town's glitter faded, leaving its streets gradually swallowed by relentless sand. Today, the eerie beauty of crumbling Edwardian mansions and desert-engulfed homes attract intrepid explorers and photographers, though entering this once flourishing jewel of German Southwest Africa now requires a special permit due to its location in a restricted area. Next, we are talking about the Kola Peninsula military base. Deep in northern Russia, the Kola Peninsula is rapidly transforming into a high-stakes battleground that the world's superpowers are watching with bated breath. Here in the heart of one of Russia's most secretive and heavily fortified regions, new underground missile storage bunkers are being built at breakneck speed, each one an impenetrable fortress, shielded by layers of barbed wire and guarded by armed checkpoints. These hidden facilities facilities, some of the most secure in the world, house Russia's most powerful nuclear and conventional weapons, including the feared Borai-class submarines and their deadly Bulava missiles. As the Northern Fleet readies its newest arsenal, it's not just about defending Russia's borders. The Kola Peninsula is at the center of a long-standing military strategy to control the Barents Sea, a move that directly impacts NATO countries like Norway with strategic missile threats and the looming possibility of military escalation. This is no ordinary military base. This is like a forbidden fortress, brimming with secrets and a constant reminder of the high tensions and fragile peace that define the Arctic's geopolitical landscape. Entering this realm isn't just a breach of territory, it's a potential spark for global conflict. And with Russia's expanding military presence, the Kola Peninsula remains one of the most strategically crucial yet hidden military sites shaping the future of global power. Next, we are talking about the Georgia Nuclear Aircraft Laboratory. Deep in the heart of Dawson Forest in Dawsonville, Georgia, a relic of Cold War secrets awaits discovery. A forgotten test site where the United States Air Force and Lockheed once dared to explore the unthinkable. At the Georgia Nuclear Aircraft Laboratory, also known as AFP number 67, scientists pushed the boundaries of possibility by experimenting with nuclear-powered aircraft and subjecting military equipment, and even the forest itself, to the harsh realities of nuclear radiation. Closed in 1971 and later deemed unsuitable for a new Atlanta airport, this eerie site still harbors classified mysteries with only concrete foundations marking where reactors and buildings once stood. The underground section remains accessible, but is now entirely flooded, save for a few shallow pockets, leaving behind a haunting reminder of a time when the very environment was a laboratory for nuclear warfare. Next, we are talking about Black Mountain. Black Mountain is no ordinary rock formation in far north Queensland. It is a forbidden battleground where ancient clan wars and restless spirits have left their mark on towering, jet-black granite boulders. For local groups, this sacred land is steeped in legend, a place where epic battles once raged, from the last fatal clash between black and white cockatoos to mythic fights between giant brothers whose stone-throwing quarrels shaped the very landscape. Since the late 1800s, mysterious vanishings, couriers, cattlemen, and even police trackers have fueled eerie tales of people being swallowed by the mountain's dark forces. Elders warn that disrespecting the mountain is like meddling with a cursed Ouija board. One wrong step can leave you haunted by the same torment that once drove a headstrong visitor into a spiral of supernatural dread. Even geologist Gavin Deere, a man of science, confesses that at night, the wind whistling through these colossal boulders sounds like howling souls trapped in eternal limbo. This is a place where history, mystery, and myth collide, a mysterious frontier that challenges all who dare to tread its sacred ground without reverence. Next, we are talking about the Darién Gap. The Darién Gap is one of the most treacherous and mysterious stretches of land to cross on the planet. Spanning from southern Panama into northern Colombia, this brutal terrain is the missing link in the Pan-American Highway, where the road ends and survival becomes a real challenge. Stretching over 100 miles of dense jungle, swamplands, and impassable mountains, the Darién is a lawless region that has claimed countless lives throughout history. It's an unforgiving place, flooded with rain, infested with deadly wildlife, and inhabited by criminal organizations that thrive in the lawless void. There are no roads, no guarantees, just the horrific stories of people who have ventured here seeking a new life, many of whom never make it. Aside from the complete lack of infrastructure, the air reeks of danger, where flash floods, poisonous snakes, and murky rivers pose constant threats. Adding to its eerie mystique, the Darién Gap is also home to indigenous tribes and remnants of ancient paths once used by both humans and wildlife moving between the continents. Despite the pervasive danger and the toll it takes on lives, both human and animal, it remains one of the ultimate forbidden frontiers, sitting unclaimed and untouched. Next, we are talking about La Cueva de los Teos. Deep in the shadowy jungles of Ecuador, hidden on the eastern slopes of the Andes, lies Cueva de los Teos, a labyrinthine cave system so steeped in forbidden lore that it reads like an Indiana Jones saga. Known as the Cave of the Oil Birds because of the native nocturnal teos, this sprawling underground world features a jaw-dropping 65-meter deep shaft leading into 4.6 kilometers of winding passages and vast chambers. Legends claim it houses a mysterious golden library filled with gleaming, hieroglyph-inscribed books allegedly left behind by lost civilizations or even extraterrestrial visitors. In 1976, one of the most ambitious expeditions ever, which even included former astronaut Neil Armstrong, scoured its depths and uncovered ancient burial sites dating back to 1500 BCE and meticulously carved passageways. Yet the fabled treasure trove remained elusive. Next up, we are talking about Kaho'olawe. Hidden beneath the radiant Hawaiian sun lies a forbidden island, scarred by war and shrouded in mystery. Kaho'olawe, this tiny, uninhabited volcanic outcrop just 11 kilometers southwest of Maui, spans less than 45 square miles, yet carries a weighty history. Once a sacred land revered as the physical embodiment of the sea god, this island's ancient stone platforms and petroglyphs whisper secrets of a time when native Hawaiians held it in deep spiritual regard. However, its beauty was marred when the US military transformed the island into a relentless bombing range during World War II and beyond, turning its dry, eroded red landscape into a haunting testament to modern warfare. The scars of thousands of explosions still mar its basaltic lava flows and hard-pan soil, a stark contrast to its former role as a peaceful, life-sustaining haven. In the 1970s, driven by a fierce cultural revival, activists staged daring landings to reclaim this desecrated land, igniting a movement that eventually led to the island's return to Hawaiian control. Now, it is designated as a cultural reserve. The island is off-limits to commercial development and is reserved solely for native cultural and spiritual purposes. And finally, to end off this list today, we are talking about the hidden chamber of Samarkand. Deep within the centuries-old walls of a forgotten madrasa in Samarkand lies a chamber that has ignited endless whispers and daring dreams. Rumor has it that this hidden room, known only to a select few locals and secretive scholarly circles, safeguards manuscripts and relics dating back to the era of Timur. Artifacts so powerful that they could upend our understanding of Central Asian history. The heavy, intricately carved doors of this chamber have remained locked to all but those deemed worthy, their mysterious contents passed down through hushed conversations and coded legends. As modern Samarkand bustles with life, the chamber stands as a silent, timeless mystery, its secrets fiercely guarded against the curious and uninvited. Every mention of this concealed trove adds another layer of allure, drawing historians, treasure seekers, and adventurers to wonder what lost wisdom lies hidden behind its sealed facade. Alright guys, that has been our list for today. Thanks so much for checking it out. I've been your host today, Olivia Kozlowski, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye!